Today on Dr. Phil, he says his wife has a wandering eye.
Are you a flirt?
No.
Are you cheating on him?
No.
Have you?
No.
Are you?
No.
Going to?
No.
She says her husband's emotionally abusive.
Have you called her fat ass and dumb ass?
Out of control and out of options.
You say you don't know why she leaves. Do you really not know?
At the time when
I got a list. Let's do it. If we're going to do something here that matters, then we got to deal with the truth.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
If I can help get this family back on track, are you willing to do that?
Ready, three, take.
This is going to be a changing day in your life. Go, Dr. Phill. What are you women going to do with us men? That's what we're talking about today. From addictions to porn, to spending 50 hours a week playing video games, to being jealous, obsessive, and suspicious. The list for my guy guest today just goes on and on. So I guess we're kind of throwing guys under the bus. First up is Dwayne. Now, his wife, Tanisha, says that he is so controlling that it is tearing their marriage apart. She says she feels like a prisoner in her own home, and over the past 9 years of the relationship, she's packed up and left with the kids 8 times. Take a look.
Dwayne is very controlling, and it's just gotten out of control. When Dwayne's at work, he calls me 7 times a day. He wants to know where I am at all times.
Tanisha can be very sneaky.
Dwayne has a problem with listening to women. He feels that women are beneath him, that he knows more than they do.
She's been around a lot of women that hate against men.
I think Dwayne believes that women should be making babies and making dinner. Dwayne is emotionally abusive. He doesn't like the way I look, and he calls me a fat ass.
I call Tanisha a fat ass basically when I trying to get some affection from her.
For the past 6 years living with him, I'm called lazy, a whore, stupid. I've started to believe it because he says it to me every day.
Tanisha and I fight over almost everything.
Finances, trust issues, communication issues. When Dwayne gets mad, he throws things, breaks dishes. He's punched a hole in the wall. He picked the whole desk up, through the computer, and broke it. When Dwayne gets angry, I am very afraid. He has spit in my face twice. It made me feel like the scum of the earth, like I was nobody.
You guys have 4 children, right?
Correct.
And you have fought in front of the children.
Yes.
Have you ever choked her?
Not that I remember. I remember we went at it a couple of years ago. We used to...
Have you ever smacked her?
Yes, I smacked her.
Have you ever spit in her face?
Yes, I spit in her face.
Have you called her fat ass, whore, and dumbass?
I called her fat ass, but I don't remember calling her a whore. And I don't have a reason to call her a whore. I didn't think so.
Have you punched holes in the wall? Have you thrown the computer?
Yes.
Have you made her pull her pants down so you can inspect her to see if she's been cheating?
Nah.
Dr.
Phil, excuse me. That was done to me. When I come home from work, I got to get inspected.
Oh, I'm getting to her. Listen, this thing is...
I would never...
If you guys didn't have 4 children, I'd be having a very different conversation with you right now.
Dr. Phil.
Does she feel like a prisoner in her home because you want her to keep it immaculate, have everything straightened up, kind of like 1950s
Dr. Phil,
mommy?
when I go to work, I see how things are, like, you know, as I'm getting dressed. I come home, I'm tripping over toys going up the steps. I'm tripping over toys in the hallway. There's food in the sink. There's food everywhere. I mean, it's not that...
You're tripping over toys on the stairway?
Yeah, on the stairways. I mean, I actually almost broke my neck and my feet a couple of times. And
well, pick them up.
I mean, I gotta pick. Dr. Phill.
I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I do clean. I do a lot. I do a whole lot.
Are you kind of a chauvinist? I mean, do you kind of think women should take care of the kids and the cooking and the cleaning and rubbing your feet and all that?
No, I don't believe in that. I'm not a caveman. I don't.
No, I'm just asking.
No,
I
don't.
It just kind of seems like that a little bit.
No, Tanisha's at home now because we have a baby, but she works, and when she know I like to take care of the house. I like to clean the house. I like the things that I do is she don't have to ask me to do it. I like to clean. I clean the house too. Yeah. I go and wash the clothes. Mm-hmm. Yes. I go to the market.
Yes.
A lot of times my passion is cooking, so a lot of times I haven't done any. Lately, it's cooked dinner too.
Do you think she has a wandering eye?
Yes.
So you think she might kind of find somebody to hang with?
I think she flirts in front of me, and she'll turn around and tell me I do it. She flirted with doctors. She flirted with. I went to the hospital before, and I got in the elevator to go up to see her on the floor that she's at, and the guy jumped in the elevator and started telling me all my business. Like, I know who you are. You looking for Tanisha, and you got 4 kids.
So he just picked you out of.
We talked about that before, and I asked you who's the guy that recognized me in the elevator.
Can I say something about the doctor that he's talking about? Because I remember. We were at the doctor's with my daughter, and the doctor had a pen. And I said, well, and he let me, I had to write my signature on the paper. And I said, well, can I have that pen? That's a nice pen. And that's all. It wasn't like, can I have that pen? It wasn't nothing like, where I just, like I'm flirting with them, I just asked him for the pen.
Well, why should he give you his pen?
Well, it was a nice pen.
I know, that's what I mean. Why should he give you? If I had a nice pen, you say, this is a really nice pen. I would say, no, it's mine.
Right, and he actually said that. So.
He did say that.
Yeah.
He didn't give it to you.
No.
Are you a flirt?
No.
No. Do you have a wandering eye?
No.
Are you cheating on him?
No.
Have you?
No.
Are you?
No.
Going to?
No.
You're sure about that?
I'm positive. We have 4 kids together. We have a family, and that's what I try to tell Dwayne, that that's all I want. I wanted that. It's not like I said I had 4 kids and didn't want that. I want my family. I want my husband. I want us to work. All right.
Well, I've got a very specific question for both of you when we come back. Very specific.
Okay.
So I'll ask you right after the break. Right.
Dwayne has lied to me. I've checked Dwayne's phone, and he's had women's numbers under guys' names. I caught Dwayne on a sex website. I think Dwayne's cheating with women that he meets on these sites. I found a picture under the mattress of a woman, and Dwayne said that it was just a woman that he met.
There's a different way to treat HIV. It's every other month injectable Cabenuva. For adults who are undetectable, Cabenuva is the only complete long-acting HIV treatment you can get every other month.
Cabenuva helps keep me undetectable. It's 2 injections given by my healthcare provider every other month.
It's one less thing to think about while traveling.
HIV pills aren't on my mind. A quick change in my plans is no big deal.
Don't receive Cabenuva if you're allergic to its ingredients or if you're taking certain medicines which may interact with Cabenuva. Serious side effects include allergic reactions, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If you have a rash and other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Cabenuva and get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have liver problems or mental health concerns, and if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Some of the most common side effects include injection site reactions, fever, and tiredness. If you switch to Cabenuva, attend all treatment appointments.
Every other month, and I'm good to go.
Ask your doctor about every other month Cabenuva.
Did you know GoodRx can help you get a better price on your family's prescriptions?
I just open the app, type in the name of our meds, that's it. Savings on my asthma medication. All right, round 2, baby, round 2. Oh, yeah. Savings on my husband's blood pressure refills. And savings on my daughter's allergy pills.
Prescription savings for the whole family.
Have a good one.
Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Trent.
Will Trent.
Name?
Special Agent Will Trent.
Will can teach you to see things that no one else does.
I bet I can solve this tonight.
He's good police. And he's objectively hot.
Boom.
Will Trent, new on ABC.
If we weren't proud of the craftsmanship and level of detail that go into every pair of Warby Parker glasses, well, we probably wouldn't show you how they're made, including this part, which is our favorite. Wow. And this is also great. When you order a new frame, we custom cut and polish a pair of lenses just for you. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
Y'all, Wayfair has just what you need for your home.
Is that glitter? This label is on its last leg.
Y'all need this.
You're Kelly Clarkson.
A whole new look for a whole lot less.
You're Kelly Clarkson.
I am. And you need this.
I love it.
Are we in a Wayfair commercial?
Maybe.
Personal sauna?
Okay, I need that.
Wayfair, you've got just what I need.
Favorite shows coming back tonight? Going to binge the whole season. Ooh, and cart some snacks and drinks. When your day should be ending, but you're just starting a new show, the world is your cart. Visit instacart.com or download the app and get free delivery on your first order.
Hers knows what it feels like. Trying to outcope anxiety. We've tried it all. Breathing through it. Walking through it. Light therapy, massage therapy, DIY therapy, talking to our moms, our friends, our moms' friends. All with the best of intentions, but not always with the best results. That's why Hers offers access to mental health care and medication to help you do more than just cope. When you've tried it all, it's time for mental health care through Hers.
Next on Behind the Series.
Let me tell you about the greatest roster ever assembled.
The monster, the outlaw, and you can't forget about the boss. It wasn't just a roster, it was a menu.
The Subway Series, the greatest menu of all time.
Come on, open book.
Okay, open book.
The 3-part reunion concludes.
She is the definition of the devil. You have a dark soul. Oh.
Damn, Tisha.
Damn.
You don't want to miss.
Oh, you talking about when you hacked his phone?
What the f?
Oh, I'm gonna get past it.
You are changing so many lives.
This.
I'm very concerned about you.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, new reunion part 3, Saturday at 8/7 Central.
Let the chips fall where they may. There are some things that I've heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love, new episode, Friday, 8/7 Central.
Dwayne has control over all the finances. If I ask Dwayne for money for diapers, he questions me about that. I don't think I should have to explain why I need money for diapers or anything else.
Well, that was Tanisha talking about what she thinks needs to change to make her marriage to Dwayne work. Now, at the end of the last segment, you were talking about him being on porn sites and pictures of women under the mattress. And you think he has women in his phone, but with different names to kind of code them or disguise them?
Yes.
Are you cheating on her?
No.
Have you?
No. If looking on the internet at YouTube and people say, hey, check this out at, I forget the name of the.
We don't want.
But I look at stuff like that. But what she's referring to is a pop-up. That we got in an argument not too long ago about a pop-up. She went to grab my phone for something, and it was a pop-up, and I couldn't explain it because it was a pop-up. But later on, we went to my sister's house. My sister, she asked my sister about it. My sister said, yeah, I get pop-up all the time. My 13-year-old daughter get pop-up. My sons get pop-up, and I get pop-up. Like the sex ads that come on, at nighttime and stuff like that. But I can tell Tanisha, yeah, I watch, pornographic videos.
I need to get me a different computer because I don't get those pop-ups.
I mean, Dr.Phill.
I don't.
Dr.Phill.
Really, I don't get those pop-ups.
She hosts.
I think you get those pop-ups if you've been to some of those sites.
Right.
And then they put a little cookie on you that identifies who you are, and then they send you these little pop-ups.
Well, at the time that she
you
confronts me with it.
I don't get pop-ups.
You get pop-ups?
No.
At the time that she confronts me with it. At the time she confronts me with it, I wasn't on the site.
So are you cheating on her?
No.
Do you believe that?
No. I know he flirts. And that's what bothers me because he does it in front of my face. And then he'll say, oh, no, I just was, talking, or we just was chatting. And it's like, well, no, you were smiling, and she was, like, flipping her hair back. It's just like, okay.
Does that work with you? Do they flip their hair at you?
That's something I'm not aware of. I barely have contacts. Other than the computer, I barely have contacts with females. I mean, I can be driving in the car with Tanisha, and, I'm looking at some rims that somebody, driving next to us, or a color of a car, because I do work at a detail shop on top of my construction job, and I get smacked in the head. I saw you looking at that girl, and I'm like trying to stay on the road, like, what you hit me for?
You were just looking at her rims.
Well, well, my thing is, Dr.Phill, because I know my wife have anger issues.
When it's time.
Very angry, very, flips out. And all I can do is, I'm sitting there a lot of times, and she's grass standing over you. And, what? You looking at me?
Are you angry?
I can be at times. Dwayne pushes my buttons. If I ask him a question about, say, why am I calling this number and it has J on it and it's a female who's answering, he'll be like, I don't know. And so, yeah, that kind of pisses me off.
So you check his phone.
I have.
And you call numbers in there, see who answers.
I have.
And it's a girl.
It has been.
And he said, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe I wanted her rims.
Yes.
Do you have girls' numbers in your phone?
Can I just explain,
I don't think so. You can try.
Dr.Phill.
Do you have girls? That's not an essay question.
No, I don't have any girls programmed in mine. Other than my cousin, my sister, stuff like that. I don't have any females in my phone.
So y'all been to 5 counselors?
About 4.
As you can see, so many.
And this is the product of the 5 counselors?
Every time we go to a counselor...
Find them at the mall or something?
Every time an issue come up, I, tell Tanisha to look for support. And
well, has the counseling ever helped you?
It hasn't. Because I've learned how to say, I feel this way or I feel that way, but he's like, well, I feel this way, so it doesn't work. And we just can't communicate.
We'll be right back. There's a point in every relationship where you need to stop complaining and start asking specifically for what you want. Make me feel secure. He can't make you feel anyway. What do you want him to do?
People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
I'm back and own that. And again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time. Long live dreams. And long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali and long live life.
Did you hear that, Jimmy? It's the sound of your sandpaper skin shredding the sheets. You need Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion.
Much softer.
Now, if only it could soften the snoring.
I snore?
And energizing citrus body butter. Jergens.
Hi, I'm Michael. I've lost 70 pounds on Golo. I spent thousands on other diets that didn't work. On Golo, I spent a couple $100 and got back down to my high school weight. You're not going to believe this thing is possible, but it is.
Love. Exciting and new.
Come aboard.
We're expecting you, a love boat. Promise is something for everyone. It's love. Welcome aboard, it's love.
Natural isn't cutting it, Mother Nature. I'm picking remedies from the cold and flu aisle.
That's natural, too.
You made this?
I made these.
Coldies, packed with zinc, proven to shorten colds. It works.
Naturally.
There is a lot that goes into becoming a licensed therapist.
2 years of graduate school followed by 2 years of clinical training.
You literally have to do 3,000 hours plus of interactions with clients. It is quite a journey.
So far, I've raised my credit score 39 points.
127 points.
Over 100 points using Self.
I would recommend Self to everyone.
It feels really good. You should try it.
Ginger root, Mother Nature?
I know it's natural, but I'm using this to stay healthy.
That's natural, too.
Oh.
Defendies with zinc. Take daily to boost immunity.
It works. Naturally.
You don't want to miss.
You have a dark soul.
Oh, I'm gonna get past it.
You are changing lives.
This.
I'm very concerned about you.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, New Reunion Part 3. Saturday at 8, 7 Central.
Okay, specific question. What do you want him to do? What's he got to do to make you happy?
He has to.
I don't want to know how you feel. I want to know what you want this guy to do.
I need him to talk to me instead of talking at me. I want him to just. I want to feel secure in my marriage, and that I don't feel. So I want him to learn how to, you know, romance me instead of calling me Fat A, say, hey, Juicy, or something, you know, if that's what you want to call me.
Well, be specific. You need to hear this. If you really want things to get better, you see, there's a point in every relationship where you need to stop complaining and start asking specifically for what you want. Specifically for what you want. And make me feel secure. He can't make you feel anyway. What do you want him to do?
I want him to pay more attention to me. Stop making jokes about me. Listen to me. If I need help with something, help me instead of, you know, oh, I tripped over a toy. Help me pick it up. You know, if you see a spill on the floor, just do it. Don't come to me. If you see clothes on the floor, just do it. Don't say, Tanisha, what's going on? I've been going all day and the same stuff still on the floor. Well, then pick it up. It's obvious I overlooked
it. All right. What did you hear her say?
Telling me that to help her out when...
That was the last thing she said, help her out. Okay, what did you hear her say to begin with? What was the first thing you heard her say?
Talk to her, listen to her more.
Yeah, what else?
That's it.
That's all you heard out of that?
Yes.
What else did you say? Help us out, audience. What else did she say? What?
Pay attention. You say the word.
Yep.
Pay attention.
To pay attention and to
pay
be more
attention to her.
And to be more respectful.
Stop calling her names. Because you think that's kind of an endearing term. You say, I call her fat ass kind of affectionately.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's not that's not an affectionate term.
I understand.
That doesn't work. I mean, it just doesn't work. Do you notice her really, like, warming up to you when you do that?
No.
Yeah,
no,
see, so, I mean, listen, I'm trying to help you here. She's telling you here, I need you to pay attention to me. She's telling you she wants you to romance her some. Pay attention to her. Listen to her. And you know what women find sexy a lot? Because I've had them tell me a lot about what they find sexy, is when their husband will help around the house. They would rather have you do the dishes than bring them roses. They would rather have you pick up the laundry and the toys and help out and say, hey, you go take a bath. Let me take care of the kids tonight. That's what they find sexy. She wants you to listen to her, romance her, and help her.
Listen, romance, help. I hear you.
Okay, so I'm trying to condense. Am I condensing all right?
Yes.
Listen to her, romance you, and help her, and stop calling her names. Okay, because that doesn't make her feel all warm and fuzzy.
I understand.
Okay, is that fair enough?
Yes, that's very fair.
Because see, you talk about feelings, and you go all these counselors and all, but pretty soon you just got to tell. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start doing this and stop doing that. And you know, men, they kind of make a list and can work off of that pretty good. Right?
Right.
You know how to romance her, don't you?
Yes, I think I do. Yeah. She got to be accepting to it.
No, she doesn't.
No?
No, all you need to worry about is you. You don't, this isn't like 50-50. Marriages aren't 50-50. That's the biggest myth in America. Marriages aren't 50-50. They're 100-100. You need to do 100% of what you can do to make this better. You need to do 100% of what you can do to make it better. All right, now, specific question. What do you want her to do? Be very specific. This is your chance.
Tanisha, I want you to tone down the vowel language. I mean, you know how you curse. I'm talking to you, and when you talk back, just curse word after curse word. And I don't want much. And also, realize when I am helping out, because like I do help you with the kids. You know, I love the kids. I help you with the house.
Okay, don't go too far. You want her to stop cussing like a sailor.
Yes.
And you want her to acknowledge your contributions.
Correct.
Okay, what else?
And I'm an easy person. That's really it. I mean, when you curse me out, that cuts me to the heart. I mean.
Okay, do you hear that? What did you hear him say?
He wants me to stop cursing, and he wants me to be accepting of and acknowledge what he does around the house.
Okay. Now, has he got some points there? Is that fair points?
That's fair.
Okay.
I do curse.
Okay, because, I mean, you sit here and you look like butter wouldn't melt in your mouth, and then he says you cuss up a blue streak and take the hide off of it.
I'm frustrated. I'm in the house all day with 4 kids.
You need some adult interaction, I understand, but you're not going to get that by calling him skinny something.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, and then that hurts, right?
Skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of like when you call her fat ass.
Right.
Well, isn't there a nice symmetry to that? Cuts you to the heart, you said. But with her, it's no big deal.
It is a big deal because I talked to Tanisha.
Well, quit doing it. Quit calling her names.
I got that.
Okay, and you're going to quit cussing him.
I am.
Okay, seriously, that means a lot to him, I can tell.
Yeah. I get that Dwayne gets hurt and mad when I curse at him, but I want him to feel...
There's no but. I know it hurts him, but I'm frustrated. Being frustrated doesn't justify that. Don't do it. It isn't ladylike. It doesn't make him feel good about you. It doesn't go with your overall demeanor. You have kind of a very classy demeanor. You don't want to be...
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. So, see, I said she was classy. I did not call her fat ass, and you see how she responded. Well, my next guest is completely addicted to something that keeps him in his bedroom every day, sometimes for 17 hours a day.
I realized Austin had a problem when we got the internet, and he never left his room. Come on, you've been playing for hours. Get up.
I get irritated when I don't play. Just tell myself, go play, go play, go play.
You're so funny and laughing and watching over me. I can see something in your eyes.
Brave the cold. Grab Kleenex.
Hungry is here. I'm gonna open the box, and my refrigerator is packed.
Ooh, the Chewy app.
Clumping litter? Salmon pate? We have enough to splurge on catnip toys. I feel so accomplished. Pet me, please.
Great prices, happy pets. Chewy.
Hi, I'm Katie. I've lost 110 pounds on Golo in just over a year. Golo was different than other programs I had been on because I was specifically looking for something that helped with insulin resistance. I had had conversations with my physician indicating that that was probably an issue that I was facing and making it more difficult for me to sustain weight loss. Golo has been more sustainable. I can fit it into family life. I can make meals that the whole family will enjoy. It just works in everyday life as a mom.
I've tried every anti-aging serum under the sun, and there is nothing like Jabula Active Serum. It's completely changed my skin.
Jabula delivers dramatic results on 5 signs of aging.
It's amazing.
Go to TrueBotanicals.com for a limited time offer.
I started to play Solitaire Grand Harvest, and let me tell you, we reinvent nostalgic fun.
So, solitaire, right? In a farm? What? And there's a harvest, and you get 20,000 free coins?
Download Solitaire Grand Harvest for free and explore new worlds of solitaire.
In a farm.
Kids can change minds. They can even change the world around us. Packed with protein plus 21 vitamins and minerals, we nourish them with Carnation Breakfast Essentials. Because today could change everything.
Come on, open book.
Okay, open book.
The 3-part reunion concludes.
She is the definition of the devil. You have a dark soul. Oh.
Damn, Tisha.
Damn.
You don't want to miss.
Oh, you talking about when you hacked his phone?
What the f?
Oh, I'm gonna get past it.
You are changing so many lives.
This.
I'm very concerned about you.
Love and Marriage Huntsville New Reunion Part 3, Saturday at 8/7 Central.
Let the chips fall where they may. Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well. If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing.
Okay, sweetheart.
Next. I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
I'm back and own that.
And again, and again, and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
Because guys watch internet porn, their expectations aren't realistic.
Porn's like a fantasy. They want it to be real life, and it's not at all. Like, real women don't look like that. They don't act like that. It's never gonna happen.
A lot of my female friends actually have dated older men just because they want to get that maturity level.
Guys our age are very lazy. I think it's because they grew up in a society where there were no men in the house, and their mothers let them do whatever they wanted to do.
They just text you, do you want to come hang out? Well, no, I don't want to hang out. I would like to go on a date. They just want to sit at home and play video games.
Did you say that the name of the book is The Demise of Guys? I have a 10-year-old niece and a 22-year-old cousin. I think I'll be buying those little girls that book.
Well, now we're going to talk about what's wrong with guys these days. These young women had a lot to say about what they think the problem is. Now, my friend Dr. Philip Zimbardo has some other theories, and he has co-written a new TED electronic book titled The Demise of Guys, and says a huge reason for this demise is the rise in technology, specifically when it comes to video games. Now, Matilda couldn't agree more because she says her 17-year-old son, Austin, is addicted to playing video games and says she doesn't recognize the person he's become. Take a look.
Let's go, guys. Go to the HQ. Back door, back door. Hell yeah.
My son, Austin, is addicted to his video games.
I play 50 hours of video games a week.
I realized Austin had a problem when we got the internet, and he never left his room. Come on, you've been playing for hours. Get up.
I get irritated when I don't play. Just tell myself, go play, go play, go play.
I don't know my son anymore. He used to be more active with his sports, and now he lives in his room. You need to get up.
My mom wants me to spend time with her when I'm playing video games, but I'd rather just spend time with myself. Dead. Double, double, double. Come on. Oh,
He swears so much when he plays video games, and I don't want him having a trucker's mouth.
Cobra, you're
He lies to his friends about what he's doing. His friends are actually texting me saying, hey, where's Austin? When I know that Austin's sitting there playing video games and ignoring his text messages and phone calls. That worries me.
I'm just more in tune to playing video games than hanging out with my friends.
Austin was recently let go from his job. The first thing that came to my mind was because he was busy playing video games. Austin's personality was so much more outgoing before video gaming. Now when I see him, I'm so much more empty inside.
Well, Dr. Philip Zimbardo is with us today. He's an internationally recognized educator, scholar, media personality, and very importantly, a researcher. Now, some of you, particularly if you were ever in psychology, know that he was the leader of the 1971 Stanford prison experiments, where we found out how much people change as a function of the roles they're in. He's been a professor at Stanford University since 1968. He's taught at Yale, NYU, Columbia. He's a past president of the American Psychological Association. And he was recently on a show talking about his new TED electronic book titled The Demise of Guys, which explores why many young men are struggling academically and socially. He says one of the key factors contributing to the demise of guys is the role fathers play in a young man's life, specifically boys being brought up fatherless. He says a second factor is the rise in technology, specifically video games. And before I ask you what's going on here, why are video games taking so much away from the development, the maturation of young men?
Video games are enchanting. It's like a seduction into this other world. And boys are giving up real life for the excitement to play a video game. Because in a video game, something's happening every second that you control with clicks. And what's happening is that the games are becoming more and more exciting because it's a $68 billion industry. They're competing with each other. And it's a new kind of addiction. See, the old addiction for drugs is you want more of the same. I call it arousal addiction. You want variety. And so the video companies are giving you endless variety. So kids now are addicted to this endless variety that they are controlling.
And there's immediate gratification. I mean, you get it right
there,
now.
Right there.
But let's face it, they are pretty cool. I mean, these video games are pretty cool. The technology is amazing.
It's playing these games or watching in excess, in isolation. There's nobody next to you. So you have an illusion you're playing with, in some of these games, with people all over the world, but you are alone in your room.
There's nothing wrong with video games. So video players in the industry, you don't need to write me. I get there's nothing wrong with video games. I've played them. My kids played them. There's nothing wrong with them. But anything in excess can become toxic. Sunshine's good for you, right? But you lay out in it long enough, it gets toxic. It will burn you up. Water is good for you. You need to have it. But you can drink enough that it actually becomes toxic and can be very dangerous for you. Anything that you go to real excess. And here's the definition I always use. People ask me, well, Dr. Phil, is this normal or is this not normal? I have a very practical definition. If it's interfering with your life, if it's interfering with your healthy functioning, socially, mentally, emotionally, academically, career-wise, whatever, then it's not normal. It's interfering with your life. And if you're spending 40 to 50 hours a week playing a video game, what would happen if you spent that 40 or 50 hours a week reading, jogging, exercising, working somewhere? You would have something to show for it. Going on a date?
I do enough of that.
Hanging with friends? I mean, there are so many things you could do that would give you payback, but it is addictive. It sucks you in.
My question was, you know, he says when I tell him I feel like he's addicted, he says that, Mom, I'm 17, it's just a phase. So how do you determine whether or not is it a phase or is it an addiction? Because to me...
Does it matter what words you put on it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, no. Well, think about that. We have to take a break, and then we'll answer your question when we come back. Okay. Next, he was just like Austin, but Dr. Zimbardo changed this guy's life forever. You'll meet him when we come back.
Let the chips fall where they may.
There are some things that I heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
Who says you can't get everything you want? Like going for bold without going broke. And staying true to your taste while staying on budget. Who says rising costs means lowering the bar? Settling? No need. Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want. TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max.
She is fearless. Hearts on the line. Depend silhouette, keeping leaks off her mind. Comfortable in shapewear fabric, she moves with ease. Confident on nights like these. Depend silhouette. The only thing stronger than us is you.
At Domino's, we're tipping you $3 for being the hero that gets off the couch.
Be right back.
And goes to get the pizza. Get a $3 tip for ordering carryout online at Domino's.
We really don't want people to think of feeding food like ours as spoiling their dogs. Good, real food is simple. It looks like food. It smells like food. It's what dogs are supposed to be eating.
I'm losing weight with the Slim Fast plan.
Wait, stop!
What's going on?
That's the Slim Fast of the 80s. This is today's Slim Fast. We have shakes with 20 grams of protein.
Who knew protein could be so chocolatey?
Slotomania, the #1 free slots game, presents Slotomania's New Year's celebration. Download now to get your first 23 wins multiplied and enjoy 1 million coins plus a piggy for free. Slotomania, what will today spin?
Over 100 million Americans have low or no credit. Self is a new way to build credit. No credit score required. Self customers who start under 600 and make on-time payments see a 49-point bump in their credit score on average. Download the app today.
Eggo Liège-style waffles are a no toaster needed grab-and-go breakfast. Lego with Eggo.
Now, experience a non-invasive filler developed with dermatologists. New Rock Derm Correction Serum with our patented retinol formula. 97% had lines filled instantly and deep wrinkles reduced in 4 weeks. It's clinically proven.
You don't want to miss.
You have a dark soul.
Oh, I'm gonna get past it.
You are changing lives.
This.
I'm very concerned about you.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, New Reunion Part 3, Saturday at 8, 7 Central.
When I see that my son does have an addiction to video games and it's taking his life away from him, it's very hurtful. I don't know what else to do with him. It's hard to tell a 17-year-old kid you only have 2 hours of video games to play. Austin,
What?
I want you to pick up your room and take this plate downstairs and take out the trash.
Okay, I'll do it later.
How do you help someone who's addicted to video games and technology? It's only going to advance every year.
Well, today we're talking about the key factors contributing to what Dr. Zimbardo, our guest today, calls the demise of guys and what's really causing young men to struggle. Now, Doctor, we were just talking about, you were saying, is this a phase or is this an addiction? And I'm saying, I don't get caught up in labels. I mean, I don't care what you call it. You know, call it raspberries if you want. I don't care. Because if somebody's doing heroin and they say it's just a phase, does that make it okay? No. And we're not talking about anything of that gravity here, and I don't mean to characterize you in that way. But is it disrupting his life, in your opinion?
I just noticed that he's been changing a lot lately, and he's been kind of like, you know, not wanting to hang out with the family as much anymore. And when we do, the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, what time are we going to be, you know, what time are we going to be back home?
So I can get back to play video games.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, the problem is, because video games are so exciting, everything in the world becomes boring. Relatives become boring, your friends become, school becomes boring because somebody just talks at you and you sit there passively. So that's one of the problems, the attraction of video games. I call it enchantment.
Well, let me introduce Devin. He was world ranked playing Call of Duty for the PlayStation 3, the very game that Austin loves to play, and says the game sucked him in so badly that he isolated himself from everyone. So, Devin, they actually have world rankings for this?
There's large ones like MLG and Game Battles, and there's other ones, Tournament Front, Virgin Gaming got into it. There's a bunch of ladder systems, and I started playing Call of Duty and started competing because I realized I was good at it.
You say that he changed your life. How did this happen? Talk about what you did.
I was aware of TED Talks from school.
Right.
And Phil had a TED Talk called The Demise of Guys. And I watched it, and I realized, holy crap, this is me. Like, I'm playing like so many games. It was affecting my grades. I had to peel my grades in university to continue. And so eventually, I just got rid of it. And then I found, like you try to think of things that you can do. You'll find things to do when you don't have that to do.
Yeah. Now, you say there are some specific things, Dr. Z, that you can do. You say, number one, you need to start keeping a time tracking journal so you don't kid yourself about what you're actually doing, where you write down the amount of time that
each day for 1 week.
Yeah,
and then
just
you share it with your parents, because everybody underestimates. Probably you play 60 hours some weeks. So you keep it just for 1 week.
Yeah, and you say exercise, get out of there, break a sweat.
Yeah, nothing is worse for your health. I mean, long term, to sit there for that many hours is physically bad for your health.
What do you mean mentoring?
Mentoring, again, we need male mentors. We said earlier about a huge percentage of guys, in your case, are without a father. So men have to step up. Cousins, uncles, men's organizations. But also, as Devin is going to talk about, he reconnected with his father. He was fatherless for a number of years. And he took the initiative to hook up with his father.
You get the point. You got to start doing some things different here, because one of the biggest myths of psychology is that you break habits.
Yeah.
You don't really break a habit. What you do is you get a new behavior that's incompatible with the old behavior, and it pushes it out of the way. I do want to make sure that Austin has something to put in his place and put these video games down and gets out of his room. So when our friends at baseballrampage.com heard this story and said you just couldn't afford to do all the things that you need to do with baseball and the select team anymore, they said they want to help. So they're going to give Austin $2,000 to cover the cost of being on that team, provide a premium equipment package so he has everything that he'll need to play this season, a premium equipment package in terms of gloves, but everything that you possibly need, and cover all of your expenses for that. They're also going to give his coach $500 in Rampage Bucks rewards to use on the team itself. So we're going to step up and get you back on the baseball field, okay? All right, good. All right, next, a young woman ready to walk out the door because her fiancé is addicted to pornography. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Let the chips fall where they may.
There are some things that I heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
Hi. Is it too early to return these diet resolutions?
Are they unrealistic or soul-crushingly awful?
Does it matter?
Nope, honey, it does not.
With Weight Watchers, you can eat the foods you love and still lose weight. Start today at www.com.
Ooh, the Chewy app. Clumping litter, salmon pate. We have enough to splurge on catnip toys. I feel so accomplished. Pet me, please.
Great prices, happy pets. Chewy.
I didn't want to get into credit cards. I didn't know anything about it, and it felt very risky to me. But my friend told me about the Chime Credit Builder card, and it was crazy. I didn't have to worry about interest, fees, credit checks. My score's up 80 points. Join me at Chime.com.
Hunger Root is here. I'm gonna open the box, and my refrigerator is packed.
There's nothing like volunteering at the fire department.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
Since my skin was so irritated and itchy.
And even worse with all my gear on.
Now, I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. So adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
I had been struggling with depression for most of my life. Starting medication saved me.
Powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
I had been struggling with depression for most of my life. Starting medication saved me. Through hers, getting a prescription 100% online has never been simpler. It was an important choice that I'm so glad I made.
Over 100 million Americans have a low credit score. Self is a new way to build credit that doesn't require a credit score. Plus, Self helps you save money every month and reports your payments to all 3 credit bureaus. Download the app today.
To be a therapist, in my opinion, is one of the most humbling things ever.
A platform like BetterHelp is very important because it allows access to affordable mental health care.
. Calm. Download the free app now.
You don't want to miss.
You have a dark soul.
Oh, I'm gonna get past it.
You are changing lives.
This.
I'm very concerned about you.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, New Reunion Part 3, Saturday at 8/7 Central.
Dear Dr. Phill, I am desperate for your help because my fiancé is addicted to pornography. It is tearing apart our relationship. He has recently admitted to me that he watches it every day and that he needs help. He's only 23 years old, but says he's been watching it since he was a teenager. He will go to great lengths to hide his addiction. He will clear all the histories on his phone and computer. His addiction has made me so self-conscious and it is destroying our sex life. This is driving me crazy because I'm constantly checking to see if he's watching porn. Dr. Phill, I love this man, and we have a 7-month-old baby girl that needs her parents to work this out. Please help us. Kate.
Well, that was Caitlin, who says her fiancé's online pornography addiction is ruining their chance of getting married. And Dr. Philip Zimbardo is here, and he's the co-author of a new TED electronic book titled The Demise of Guys, which points to the excessive viewing of online pornography by young men as a major problem. This has really ramped up because of the internet, right?
Yeah, this is a new phenomenon because, in the olden days, if you want to see pornography, you'd go to an adult movie, you'd go to an arcade. Now you're sitting in your room, you press a button. And here are freely accessible porn sites that anyone can watch. I mean, the evidence is kids as young as 11 now are getting hooked into it. And the average teenage boy watches about 50 porn clips a week, at least 2 hours a week. That's average. So
the average teenage boy?
Yeah. And
50 video clips?
Well, the clips are 2 minutes to 20 minutes, and they're free. And it's a special kind of addiction. It's arousal addiction where you constantly want something new. And the porn industry is giving you endless categories. The 68 different sex categories. You can take any one. They even have a rating. You can look. I only want to watch things that are above 90. I don't want, thumbs up, thumbs down.
This is hurting the maturation and development of young men because, A, it's a substitute for sex.
It's a substitute for relationships with women because, the point is it's there and it's easy and there's no risk. If you're a teenage boy who's never had sex and this is your view of what sexuality is, there's no romance, there's no sensuality. It's just plumbing. It's just doing it. In endless variety, and it's just wrong.
Okay, how many people in the audience today have teenage boys at home? Yeah, wow, that's a lot of people. Are you surprised to hear that the average teenage boy watches 50 clips a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours on average.
2 hours?
2 hours worth, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to get more extreme.
Okay. Right,
as the video clips become more inviting, enchanting is the word.
Wow. All right, so what do you do about this? What do parents do if they know their kids got a computer, and you can put locks on it and all that,
No, you
but
can't.
Kids know how to
They go to a friend's house.
Yeah.
I think you have to talk about it. See, I mean, the problem in America is there is no sex education really not in school. And parents have to talk to their kids about sex openly. And so boys have to understand, what is it that women really want? What is it that girls want? You know.
And you're saying if we have a generation of young boys growing up that are doing this kind of one-dimensional interaction with porn and not developing relationship skills, then what's going to happen?
Yeah, what's going to happen? Where are women going to get acceptable men who know how to make love, who know how to dance, who know how to carry on a conversation? So the killer is excessive video game watching, excessive porn watching, which means you don't learn basic skills of carrying on a conversation. Mm-hmm. And so you avoid things that you don't know how to do. So guys are avoiding even talking to girls. Guys, they're texting rather than chatting even.
Well, when I was growing up, we didn't have an internet, so we didn't have internet porn, and I still didn't learn how to dance. We'll be right back.
Let the chips fall where they may.
There are some things that I've heard.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
Get ready to say those 5 little words. No, not let me get the pancakes, or I'll have all the bacon. We're talking about
Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity.
I'm gonna get the Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity.
The Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity.
I think I'm gonna have the Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity.
Yep, it's back for a limited time. The $6 Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity Combo. 2 eggs, 2 bacon strips, and 2 fruit top pancakes. Only from IHOP. Download the app and earn free food with every order.
Y'all, Wayfair has just what you need for your home.
Is that glitter? This label is on its last leg.
Y'all need this.
You're Kelly Clarkson.
A whole new look for a whole lot less.
Oh, you're Kelly Clarkson.
I am. And you need this.
I love it.
Are we in a Wayfair commercial?
Maybe.
Personal sauna?
Okay, I need that.
Wayfair, you've got just what I need.
Trent.
Will Trent.
Name?
Special Agent Will Trent.
Will can teach you to see things that no one else does.
I bet I can solve this tonight.
He's good police. And he's objectively hot.
Boom.
Will Trent, new on ABC.
Aren't you tired of the same old boring lives? Let's go to the Super Bowl.
I'm in.
On February 3rd.
I'm taken. This one's cute.
Best Friends.
So you don't have any tickets? Let's make a run.
Hey, let's go, Golden Girl.
Get into the best trouble.
Oh, thank you. These are good.
Careful, they're high dosage.
You here for the program?
I'm Guy Fieri.
If you did this to give us something to remember, it worked.
80 for Brady. Only in theaters February 3rd.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time. Long live dreams. And long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali and long live life.
You don't want to miss.
You have a dark soul.
Oh, I'm gonna get past it.
You are changing lives.
This.
I'm very concerned about you.
Love and Marriage Huntsville, New Reunion Part 3, Saturday at 8/7 Central.
I want to thank all of my guests today. And you guys, I was telling them, if y'all didn't hear, I've got 14 days of 30-minute exercises I want you to do after you put the kids to bed at night. You got to turn the TV off, take the phone off the hook, kids in bed, 14 days for about 30 minutes. It's very structured, focused on each other, okay? Okay. And it walks you through it just right down the line. And I'm going to put all of that on drphil.com. I'm going to put that 14-day program up there for you, so if you want to do it, it'll be right there for you. Thanks for being here. So long.